Hello my friends, welcome to another episode of Game Testing Unlimited. My name is Wilfred. So in this episode, I'd like to continue playing this mobile game called Marvel Future Revolution, a game that a lot of you have been requesting me to play and try out. Yes, it is free to play and I'm still trying to get to level 100 to see what the end game is like and to see whether I really can free to play or I have to pay to win. So I don't know yet. And also I'd like to see if it is possible to do multiple kind of heroes because right now all my good stuff, all my good loot and what have you has been landed onto the same hero. So I don't know whether if I have another heroes, would the hero be having the kind of attention or good stuff onto him or her. So we'll see how they go. I'll play and continue to discover and share a little bit more with you guys. A little bit of advertisement here. I do run a guild or alliance called the Marvel Heroes as well. So if you do come by the Southeast Asia server, Titan 6, and you can just search for Marvel Heroes as alliance. And we do have quite a number of people there as well. Quite a few people that already join us. Every week we are contributing and so on. So that is really good. Just have a check out and come to this alliance if you like to play together, earn some perks together, and just build this guild together. But without further ado, I'd like to just walk through a little bit more onto what I've discovered so far. So now, this game is. I will do a final video on my review, but this game to me is a little bit of a mix between playing as a superhero or managing a superhero, right? Because like if you look at games, football manager, you don't really play the football per se, but you manage the teams to perform football, and you still play and gain kind of stuff around it. And by and large, I mean, this game, argue what you like, you can play both in auto and non-auto, depending on situation. A lot of stuff can be just automated and it will just play on its own, like managing a superhero. So there are things like the daily quest or daily operation, like Blitz, Most Wanted, and special operation. And for Blitz, for example, you can play like all this stuff here 3 times at most, and it's a great way to earn a lot of gear or earn gear to extract or what have you. But the good thing about this thing is that you could just play autoplay. You don't need to. It doesn't make a difference if you want to play autoplay or manual, because you will end up with a lot higher level people. Like for me, I'm close to level 50. I still play this level 20 stuff to gain some kind of like squad points, right, if I have time. And since the game play on its own, so why not? I just need to intervene it once in a minute or two. So I mean, all these things, daily work can be automated. Most Wanted is one that's slightly more annoying, and this is the one that I like to talk about as well, because a lot of people will want to see how do I get the prime target, because prime target is the one that reward you pretty nicely as part of the challenge. I'll show you in just a bit. But this is the one that can semi automated, but you still need to walk from A to B, and sometimes when you walk to places, depending on how congested your server is, it may be a bit of wasted trip because you go back and forth a little bit. Pros and cons between a smooth and congested server. I'm going to talk a little bit about that. Channel. Then you have special operation, which for me is the most fun thing I've played. You can't do auto on this one. You have to do manual. You have to play the game, and you have to group up with other people and to play together, meaning that you have to do a little bit of teamwork, resurrecting each other. Should one of the team member get defeated, split up, do a little bit of like objective and so on. This is really fun. For me, I always look forward to special operation. Battle challenge is a once a week kind of thing. I'm just so on this guy because, like, for example, it depends on the level, because some of these guys here, you have to have a, I mean, they are pretty powerful. 103 for example, and my character is slightly over 100, so it become a pretty powerful kind of like fight. And you have something like different objective to earn different point, and the point will use it for something that you could earn after 1 week as well. A little bit like set dungeon in Diablo 3, if you may think about that, where there are different objectives you fulfill and you get more points and so on. You don't have to fulfill everything, but it's better if you get some point. You can retry again and again. It's a solo kind of thing. You can't really do it in a group. Like for me, the top 3 of them can be automated fully. You just need to click the button, just let it run on its own. The 4th one is like a semi-automated because my level is still not overpowering this 88,000 beast or whatever dreadnought. So I need to do a little bit of like manual when it comes to this guy. But the rest of it I can do auto. This guy here is fully auto, and it's pretty annoying because he has a lot of like kind of like small guys coming around, so you have to keep clearing off the small mobs and so on. And then after that, I've tried this one as well. It's also more annoying, but it depends on how powerful you are, because I believe all these things are like just come with kind of power. Now you don't have to do it every week. You can skip it, but skip it you need a ticket to skip it. So the ticket will then like you can pay to skip the game, so you can get higher reward. I mean, if you find that some of these are kind of boring and annoying, you can pay and just skip it and then go to the next one instead. It's up to you. It's your choice. Crystal means money. You have to spend money to skip. So don't skip. But every week you need to start from the bottom again, autoplay all the way until the point whereby you cannot autoplay. Then after that, you start playing the game. All right. I haven't done raid yet, but I look forward to the days when I can play raid. And yeah, that is the thing about it. Now, my hero, and maybe just to talk a little bit about my hero so far, I have 2 builds there. I can have a bit of like a range build, which is number 2, a bit of a melee build, which is number 1. I found that the melee build, of course, has a much higher kind of damage. Like for example, we look at this guy, 379, do a bit of stun as well. This one is 623, do a bit of knockdown. This one is the kind of like long. I don't really like this power. It's a bit long kind of like animation. I may drop it. Then you have this guy here that can break the guard as well. Pretty cool, 500 odd. And then you have this guy, which is I like this guy because it does give me a defense buff as well. But if you look at the range build itself is very much quite low, like 500, 358, 361. This is the same thing as what I've talked about before. And then the AWP, which is 300 odd. So you don't really hit the 500 odd to 600 kind of range because it's lower. But this is safer because it's range. And when you do autoplay, sometimes I found that it could be quite safe to do autoplay on this skill. But if you want to clear things fast, like the battle kind of challenge, then yeah, of course, do what you need to do. There are settings as well for using medkit. If you play battle challenge or what have you, or even boss fight as well, things that make it a bit of scary, you can do a 75, and that will kind of keep the medkit going, because you don't want to think about medkit all the time because there's a lot of things going on the screen anymore. But 50 is something I'm comfortable in doing as well. All right, now why do you want to care about most wanted? Now, most wanted, what it means is that if you look at the activity log, any one of these guys, for example, like any of this map, right, there's a most wanted. Most wanted is the target that you want to take down. Things like Red Skull, I have to kill it 10 times to earn this one. Some of these already done and dusted, right? Some of these and you have to go to a special location to see whether Red Skull will spawn or not. Now let me tell you one thing here and set the expectation right. If you want to use the first character to fulfill this challenge, and the challenge gives you good reward, because the challenge will give you this kind of reward, which is kind of cool. It gives you like a how many star, 5-star kind of like a card that give you some pretty good kind of stats to it. Now, if you are into that kind of thing, and of course give you a fair bit of like squad as well, but you can only do it for one hero, right? Because all this kind of like a progress stay as it is, even if you go to another hero. So you don't have to do all the side mission again if you so wish to, but you don't get to earn all this thing again, right? Now, to do that, and I'll show you in this video, and I'll give you some tips on that as well. It's pretty crazy, the amount of time that you need to invest into waiting for things to happen, right? So now I'll just do a live demo here, right, on the most wanted, and you kind of get what I want. So if you take a look at the most wanted, right, and most wanted, I need this guy, this guy, this guy. Let me see a location. And this is the one that I could take down the Outrider Slaughter, all right? So that is one. Or I can do like a C location here. I could do a 2 target here. Maybe I'll do this one first so that you guys can have a feel of what it is. So what it means is that this target here, any of this guy here, this guy here, this guy here, and even this guy here, which is not today's target, but still a boss. These are mini bosses. These are villains that will spawn in one of this direction. Now, once it spawn, you have to get there. and get one hit on it, right? Just like in Marvel Heroes. If you don't, then it'll despawn and you don't have to count. You have to do this 30 times per target, right? And it doesn't spawn often. You have to wait for, like later on you see, wait for a couple of minutes or what have you to spawn one target, and you have to run there to down the target and then run back. So and that is one thing. Another thing is that to spawn the prime target, which is 3 stars here, Nebula is this for this map. The previous map is Yellow Jacket. And the one before was Ultron. So to spawn Nebula, we require you to keep taking down any of this mini target, right? These are the villain that you keep taking down. And from my experience, if you're on a very congested kind of like a server, a lot of people keep killing stuff, you probably take an hour for this one to spawn. And if you want 10 of them, it's 10 hours just to wait for it to spawn. And if you don't do anything, just sit there, yeah, even longer because you have someone need to kill it for you, right? The target. My recommendation is just keep playing the game, keep playing different heroes, and eventually you'll reach the challenge, like 10 Nebula. But I strongly wouldn't recommend you to try. I tried before. It's super boring. I mean, it just basically just kill yourself. Kill time. Try to do that, right? Now the my suggestion is that find a midpoint to spawn your target, so that to spawn your hero, so that you always go back to the midpoint, because you need to keep going back and forth for all these things, right? And the midpoint is probably around this area, but you want to be somewhere that can keep killing stuff as well. Unfortunately, guess what? This area has a lot of brute that's very annoying to kill. So I don't know, up to you guys. I mean, sometimes I do hide here, but then I do take a risk that sometimes I may not reach all these target in time. But let's just, for the sake of argument, let's just come to here first. All right, cool. Now, so my goal is to take down the 2 target and call it a day, most wanted. And this is my dailies. Every day I have to do this one. So let's take a look at this one here. Oh, I've got like crystal here. That's good. I'll take a crystal. Now this tab here to show a boss. Prison Destroyer Cliff is a spawn. Now, first of all, think about one thing. Okay, so you have to come to this is spawn. Whether you want to go there or not, up to you. I can go there as well. Now you have to take a look at this channel here. This channel is currently smooth. Smooth is bad news. It means that there aren't really a lot of people here. And let me just take a look at if there are people here, it'll be good. If not, then I won't bother too much. There's a lot of crystal, by the way. There's target here. So yeah. So just an autoplay and let it play itself. You don't even do anything. Yeah, so that is the why am I clean the brute? Basically I need to target the okay, today's target spawn. Let me see. I think I missed the target, by the way. Let me just go. Today's target is this one here. I went there, but I missed the target somehow. It wasn't the one. So that's what I meant. It's a lot of back and forth walking, but not really a lot of playing. You don't need to play. It's auto play. The game just plays on its own. This is auto target. Okay, and then after that you can land on this guy, target on this guy. All right, cool. Yeah, it's just auto play on its own. Now then after that you keep like looking at the target. Is there any target that is being spawned here? You can take a look at this guy as well. This tab here, it'll show you the target as well. Now my suggestion is this. If the place is quite happening, like right now, there's quite a lot of heroes around, and you can stay in this map for a while. Try to see if Nebula is going to be spawned or not. Always come to the next one. If you can. So this is yet another one that is not really your target, but I need to get 30 of them anyway. And I got nothing else to do before you can just wait for Dr. Fury to Fura to appear, right? So I just need to keep doing this one back and forth. That's what I mean. It's a little bit like a superhero manager. You don't really get to play all this thing in between. It's just like auto going to there, auto play on its own, and I need to get this target. If I have time, I'll stay a little bit longer to see whether Nebula is being spawned or not. So not every day it will spawn, but if it does, then it's good news. Especially if there is enough people here. Now, another tips to share with you is that why do you keep chasing target, right? Okay. Yeah, I can do an aerial one as well. That's pretty cool. Yep, that's done. Yep, I've done it. So let me just go back, always go back to where the beginning is. Now, why do you want to stay a little bit long? Why do you want to keep chasing target, right? Where Nimbula will spawn, or the prime target will spawn, would be where you down the last one of the last card, villain. So if, say for example, if this experiment or whatever OLES been destroyed and Nimbula supposed to spawn, it will always be the same place. So it always reward you from going from target to target rather than sit here and wait. But usually when the prime target is spawned, they give you about 1 minute to get to places. So you should be able to get there, especially if you sort of like right in the middle of the map somewhere that can get to. So do you want to chase target after target? Up to you. Every day you can be rewarded by doing 7 targets. Anything beyond that, they won't reward you. I think it's about 7 of them. Then you yeah. So what I'll do is I just stay somewhere in the middle of the map. Stay in the middle of the map, and I don't really. I mean, I could do something here. While it does its own thing. Do some farming of the gear, but these are not really very good mobs to farm because these are very very tough ones. Then meanwhile, I just keep looking at this guy here. You could also pay attention to this like a chat here. They will tell you which channel will spawn the prime target. So that is another tips for you. If you want to say, they will say that the Nimbula is at channel 2. Then you can go to channel 2 here, right? You can teleport, but then there's a cooldown of 1 minute, so you can't just keep going to different channel to see whether there's a boss appear or not. Yeah, so yeah, that's the thing. Still no bosses. All right, cool. Okay, today's target spawn, so I have to go there. Dr. Fury has spawned, so let's go there. So I just drop everything and just go there. I'm done. That's most wanted, just to demonstrate to you. And I suspect, it depends on how happening the server is. I could stay on for another 10 minutes or so if so I wish to, just to try to see whether Nebula will spawn or not, do a second one. You have to do 10 of them in order to get the reward. So it could be useful. And I try to get there fast as well because sometimes the target, it's only myself. Yeah, let's do ultimate to there as well. Yeah, as you can see, I mean, it's just myself against the target. So, or 2 of them now. There are 2 people here, so that's not too bad. These are today's target. All right, Iron Man is here as well. So it's easier once you get more people. Then people would go and there are more people doing the thing. Yeah, cool. So 3 times is soon. Today's target spotted. So you see there are more. There are quite a lot of them. So I suspect Nimbula should be out soon when you see so many of this target coming up, because we do have quite a lot of people here playing. Alright. So again, it's autoplay. I don't need to do anything. I just need to make a decision on where to go next. So after this is done, all right, cool. I've got the I've got another doctor. Sorry, the prisoner, kind of like this prison destroyer cliff appear. So I know I'll do 2 more to see whether the villain will get spawned or not. We shall see in just a bit. Or the villain still be there once I reach there. Looks like there's quite a fair bit of people in the group. You could invite people as well, and you can invite all these people in the group and they can play together. So I suppose more or less like Marvel Heroes, whereby you can you can group up and it's still the same thing. You can still do as a count. Now this guy here, it's only there aren't really a lot of people here. I don't know why, man. You could yeah, you could like because it is another way is to take a look at the other one here as well, because I'm only 1 person and it's not going to be very effective if it's only 1 person. Another option is to jump to a second one to see whether there are people there or not. Is times 5. I mean, this is going to be a rather long fight. I'm hoping that the other group is over here doing this one here, so that when they come by, then they'll destroy this guy. Who knows? Nebula will may get spawned by then. If not, then we'll see how it goes. Yeah. Let's lock him up. Yeah. A bit of like an intervention, just move a bit, like, you know, this type of thing cannot be autoplay. There are things that can be autoplay, there are things that just can't. Yeah. Let's see the other side. Yeah, the other side is clear. So the reinforcements should come in just a bit once they come over here. I believe those are farming for Nebula, if I'm not wrong. Or they could be running to the Yellow Jacket as well, because the Yellow Jacket is on the other map. I don't know, they should have some kind of timestamp so that we know whether... yeah, because you can actually... Because we are in channel 1, so I can jump to see another map to see whether there's a Yellow Jacket or not. And a lot of people are running there, I guess, for the Yellow Jacket. I missed that. Yeah, that's also a prime target as well. So yeah, pay attention to all these chats and what have you, and teleport accordingly. Yep, your reinforcement is here. I hope it's easier. Yeah, a bit of like fighting here, almost the end. Towards the end is easier when you have more people around. I use a lot of med kit though, by the way. I mean, you know, and you can buy it from a shop as well. Yeah, that's done. And I've got the reward, 3 out of 10. Though that's cool. So now that means that Nebula is not appearing any soon, and I don't think I want to keep doing this guy. So what I could do is that you know, just go to my last most wanted, which is this guy here, to see, and that's where the Yellow Jacket was actually. Think about it. Should have gone there earlier. Yeah. So I. Let me see. I don't think I'll keep doing this guy here. And again, I mean, you know, you just have to keep waiting for mobs to happen. Again, I'll just stay somewhere in the middle and to do it. All right. So now this is probably towards the end of the video of today. But you know, as you can see, there's quite a lot of like loot and what have you. So yeah, I can have some reward because I participated in the special ops. All right, cool. And the I will also have things like the okay, nothing much here to talk about. The gift here as well. So do check out the gift. Sometime you're locked in event that you can claim all these things. So that's cool. Claim this one as well. That's cool. And then after that, you could also look into things like the that's all I have. A little bit of inventory management, so all these cores I can use it and get some good cores out of it. I can get cores for me to augment my gear. Use that as well. A lot of inventory, a lot of itemization, just like Marvel Heroes. All these free-to-play game, they ensure there's a lot of variety for you to keep you interested, I guess. So all these things are in. Yeah, and from a gear wise, I mean, you know, I only have 4-star. You can upgrade it to 5-star as well, but it's going to be quite a hard one. Yeah, and all these are quite hard as well. So I'm storing some of the higher level ones as well. I've got other things like the alliance. Why is there alliance here? I'm not quite sure. Is it like a members join request? No, there is no one joining. Not quite sure. Why is there a red dot there? Maybe I have. Yeah. So that is one. I see all this red dot means that you have something to for your attention. Oh, this is the mission. So you can claim all these things because you have defeated villains too. Yep. So you can claim all these things, and then you add more currency into your, or at least XP into your guild here or alliance here. All right, cool. Operation wise, most wanted, I can collect this guy here, this guy here. So I've got, like, you know, some kind of record here, challenges here. I can, all these things are daily kind of quests or what have you, so you can claim them all, get a lot of money out of it, enough for you to buy medkit. My medkit money. Collection wise, I've collected all these items for Miss Marvel, so I get crystal, this like money, and then there's also some like squad power upgrade material, so that's good. But like I say, I made this go into any of the hero, but just one hero. Yeah, that's all that I have. That's from a squad wise. So that's why like I said, this is more like a superhero manager. There's a lot of like just management there. So in terms of the I can level up a little bit of squad rank with this kind of like a consumable because I have a training manual. So yep, there's a bit more here. Then squad power wise, I can level up armor design, right? Defense go up a little bit, but and this is like a paragon level, right? For everybody. And as I'm talking for so long, as you can see, oh, there's a none of these are today's target. Is it? Oh, today's target spawn. Duh, I can't miss it. Let me just quickly go there, and that will be my today's target. Where is it? Is it gone? Oh man, only myself. Yeah, this is going to be a little bit painful. This guy hit me quite hard, and I can't really dodge like that much. Yeah, there's another guy here. And with that said, I'm done. And as I said, I mean, you could stay on a little bit to see whether the yellow jacket get spawned or not. Autoplay, by the way. Oh wow. Oh, that's cool. That's done. I got some good stuff. Alright, so that is done. Let me see. Let me just do one more here, just in case after this will spawn a yellow jacket. Then I can show you a little bit on video. So yeah, I mean that is the. Let me see here. Alright, reinforcement. Yeah. So yeah, it's a bit of like a. Playing this game, and you could dodge all these things, but you could dodge it and you use lesser kind of like a med kit if so you wish to, or just eat it up and just keep hitting it. Because yeah, I mean by right you could sort of like dodge a little bit as well if so you wish to. I mean some of this big attack, of course it's good to cut it down. So yeah, that's done. That's done as well. No, unfortunately, there's no prime target. So that's the whole thing, right? You keep killing stuff and then try to see whether the prime target kind of spawn or not. Isn't know how kind of annoying that is if it doesn't. So yeah, that's all I want to show it to you. Omega card, see whether I can equip anything, combine anything. You can combine some of the low level card to a higher level one. So that's good. And after that, you can just keep combining. Nothing to combine. And nothing to auto equip, and as a hygiene factor, you always go into your heroes and try to auto equip anything. Nothing. Then you can customize as well. You can change the look, the costume. Unlike in the past, everything is free here. Well, it's not free, just free drop. You can say, oh, I like this one, or I like this one. Yeah, or just like go back to where I was. Yeah, that's it. Yeah, cool. Yeah, as I discovered this kind of game, I'll give you a little bit more kind of insight as in like what to expect from this game, and I hope you find this video kind of useful to keep updated on how things are, and yeah, I mean there's a lot of like a clicking of the manual, so I just make a decision to get some costume instead of currency or what have you, all these like shoes, ultimate shoes, and director hair, and what have you, and all these are pretty low level items. You could store it for the if there's a certain set that you want, like for example there's a Illuminati set that I want, I can if the chest item drop or head item drop, then I can use it to craft into a higher level. And ooh, okay, fine. I mean maybe just for the sake of demonstration, since I have two of this one, I could no, I don't have enough items. I've got another grey item. I can craft this one to be a high level, and then keep crafting until it reached the same level. But it's a lot of crafting to go. All right, cool. And meanwhile, this game also like to help you kind of like get connected with people and so on. So you do have friend requests from time to time, and you do accept them into your list, and then you send them tokens of friendship. I don't know how everything is going to work here, friendship token, and then you can receive token as well, right? So, you know, then the token that you receive can use to buy things in the shop as well. Again, I mean, it's a little bit forced, kind of social, because all these people whom I accepted as friendship, I just accepted them to send token and receive token, but do I really interact with them? The answer is a straight no. Not now. All right, cool. That is all. I can keep talking, but I'll save that for another day. I'll see you next time. Goodbye.